埃をきれいにしますね。
Alright, hi everyone! Morning, afternoon, good night, I don't know, but welcome! I hope you are all doing well. Oh, yes. We are back for some claymores. Wait, I forgot my earbuds. What am I doing? I can actually hear the game right now. And somehow I didn't think that was weird. Wait, there we go. There we go. That's better. Alright, so I know I've been saying that we were going to give Dvalin some therapy for the longest time, because apparently I have completely forgotten about how long it takes to progress through the early game. But we are finally there. We are AR 18 right now. Diluc, the last time we talked with him, it basically went off to interrogate some abyss mages. Oh wait, it's in Japanese. I forgot about that. Let's change that back to English because there's no problematic VAs right here, and that just makes it easier for me. Language, English. There we go. I actually didn't know that kinda transferred from one account to the other. It makes sense. It's on the same device, but I thought the preferences would stick to just that one account. Yeah, so we are just going to wait a little bit longer, so if people can join if they so wish. And then we are going to go head over to Diluc, I think. Because we are actually going to go to Storm Terror Lair, we are going to break the seals, we are going to free Dvalin. And I think we will likely conclude the entire Mondstadt arc today. So next time we actually do the Claymores challenge, we might actually already be in leeway. I don't remember if we need to rank up again before that, but hopefully. Where's the silly? Little blue guy. Oh, there you are. There you are. Also, there's a banner currently nearly a descent. I don't know how long it actually takes for it to finish. 4 days. Okay, so next week, I think we are only going to be streaming once next week. Because I gotta stalk a professor. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. We had to stalk a professor online to figure out what it would be. And now we need to intercept him. Because we need an answer for like yesterday. And is ignoring our emails. So yes, we will be stalking a professor. So I think we are only going to be live once. And then we're going to be pulling for Shenhe on a 50-50 on my main account. And I am not okay. I am very nervous about that, in fact. Let's hope my luck holds out. I've only really lost 2 50-50s so far, which is pretty damn lucky, and I do realize that. Wait. Uh-oh, I messed up. I need to wait for this thing to time out. I need the current to spawn right there. I don't have Sayu. She would make this easier, but I don't have her. Yeah, I only really lost 2 50-50s, and I did win like 4 of them back to back. But I've also gone on to lose a 50-50, win one, and then just lose it again. So when my lucky streak ended, it really ended. So now I'm really nervous. We'll see. We'll see if the Cryo Mommy wants to bless us. We'll hope so. I actually don't have enough Primus to hit pity twice, so that's a problem. I know I can get to like 90-50 and then build a little bit of pity on top of that, but it's not enough. There's a lot of chests in here. I haven't done much in the way of exploring, as you can see, which is good because we might actually hold out for Eula on his account. We were going for Dihya, but she didn't want to come home early, and I kind of took that as a sign because, you know, she was kind of mishandled, mistreated by the devs. They butchered our fake cat girl, and I'm still salty about that, but never mind. Never mind. If she ever wants to come home from the standard banner or a lost 50-50, we'll take her in. We'll take good care of her because she deserves it. And we'll give her a smile like she likes. But we are not going to pull for her right now. Where is the Anemoculus? Please, I just wanna go to the dragon. But I keep getting distracted. There's way too many of these right here. Is it up the tree? Do I have to disturb the Hilichurl? We are mass murderers, I swear to God. Imagine that it's just a little kid like Carrie Bear. And then you just kill them. Like, where are my morals? Non-existent, apparently. Never mind, I won't kill you. You get to live for today. Okay. You used the Holy Liar. Yes, we tried to use it on Dvalin last time. Oops. It was a little bit too late. A little bit. It's fine. We have 2 healers. We have a party of 2 because we don't have enough Claymore users, but they are both healers, so we are fine. We can't die, right? And I forgot about the crystal flies. Come back. No. I hate that. That's such an unfortunate placement. I just want my crystal flies. Come here. We need to build a stack of them. So by the time we can actually make the device to condense our resin, I think we need to do that by getting our reputation in Liyue up. And that's going to save us a lot of time. Because even though this is a lore account, and we are only basically doing this for the lore, we do need to like beat Raiden and stuff, so we do need to build our characters. So the more efficient we can be, the best. Because I already have so many unbuilt characters on my main account that it just hurts my soul. Okay, Mr. Diluc, here we are. And Jean and Venti. They didn't move since last time around. I wonder if the game just sort of despawns them if you just don't interact with them for a while. I don't think so, because I have Mona just hanging out by the bridge in Mondstadt on my main account for like 6 months now. She's just been there. She's having the time of her life, okay?
The Abyss Order. Enemies of the human race. Even the underground networks rarely come across any information on them.
Yeah, that's a little weird now that we've played through Carrie Bear. Enemies of humanity. I mean, they were kinda humans at one point.
With that said, it was a bit of a hassle, but I managed to dig up a few clues.
Really? That quickly? You really are well connected, Master Diluc.
That's our Batman for you.
Come to think of it, Mr. Big Animo God Barbados, why exactly do you need the help of mere humans?
Oh, hello, Brian. How are you doing? Thank you for joining. For the flies near the statue, I jump before spamming E. You can interact with statue while in midair. You can... Oh, that's a good idea. I never thought about doing that. So, okay, so the interaction bubble sort of disappears if you're midair. Okay. For me, I have my settings all messed up because I guess I'm just stuck in my Skyrim days. When I started playing Genshin, I would try to attack chests and interact with enemies, so I just switched it up.
How do I put it? The Seven, as people now know them, were once known as the Seven Archons. Each Archon presides over their own part of Teyvat. That is the role the Archons play.
I mean, they are still known as Archons, right?
Only in performing this duty can we attain power. But I don't like the idea of ruling Mondstadt, and I don't feel Mondstadt would really like it either.
Liar, pants on fire. Nahida kinda says the opposite. It's just about the people's fate.
Go forth and establish a city of freedom without rule. We have not forgotten Barbados' wish for Mondstadt.
Jean, you're such a devotee. Maybe
Sorry.
someone got a little too free and is just too lazy to care.
Ingenuity, hi! How are you doing? Thank you for joining.
However it may have come to be, I haven't been back to Mondstadt for an extended period of time.
I actually wonder if that's because of erosion. Do you think slipping it off kinda eases the effects? Because it's kinda like what Raiden is doing. She's just locked in the plane of Euthymia, and that way her mind, because she's meditating, both her mind and her body, which are kinda non-existent now, she kinda gave it up when she created her puppet. She's just shielding. It's like she's being cryopreserved in a way. I wonder if it's the same for Barbados, if it's doing that because it's afraid of erosion.
Without a doubt, I am now the weakest Archon among the Seven.
I still don't believe that. I don't. And yet you sound almost proud. Guess that's why you're the god of the City of Freedom. I mean, he is proud. He just doesn't want to work.
You flatter me.
Bro.
Oh, such a humble god. Is it a blessing or a curse?
I'm more inclined to believe the second option.
But we digress. Let's get back to the topic at hand. The common enemy of all mankind.
You are being way too dramatic. Again, they were humans. Doing good, nice, great. Oh, the Abyss floor top. Don't tell me about it. I can't even clear the first chamber. I swear to God. Like, I have never been able to finish floor 12 so far because I haven't really built my supports. But I usually get to like floor 2 And even if I don't get the 3 stars on the first 2 chambers, this one, I wasn't even able to complete the first one. I kept on dying and I just gave up. I rage quitted. Yeah, it's weird that it doesn't talk about erosion, because if you think about it, dude is like at least 2,000 years old. I think 2,600, in fact. So I don't know when erosion kicks in for the gods. Zhongli is older than that by a lot, and it's still mostly fine, but he's also scared of it, you know? That's why he kind of stepped back. He was afraid of erosion, and he thought that people could do well without him. Like, I don't know, because I don't know what sort of time scale we are working with here. And also, Venti was around for a long time, perhaps, before he became a god. He was a wind spirit. Like, could he get eroded as a wind spirit? I don't know.
We have tracked the Abyss Mage to the vicinity of the winery.
I cannot stress enough how important it is to not let it escape.
Why would it be near the winery, though? Let's hunt it down. Alright, Song of the Dragon and Freedom. This is like the one quest that I need to finish to play Windbloom on his account. And the Windbloom does give you a free Claymore. So I'm tempted to just speedrun through it for both the Primo Gems and the Claymore, but I don't know. I don't know, it just takes a while, even if you're not reading the dialogue and just skipping ahead. Okay, where are we meant to go again? Oh, is this the place where you got that commission with the towers? Like there's a Mirashorl just waiting to ambush you as you come in? No, never mind. It's out here. It's out in the open.
Someone needs assistance.
Just dementia for Archons? You know what?
I must leave no stone unturned.
No kidding. I think that might be it. I think that might actually be it. And I think that maybe the gods of Celestia also are prone to being affected by erosion. Especially the Sustainer. And again, I'm writing this on my script right now for the next video.
Someone.
But...
What's this?
Oops, no, don't die, no, stop. Sorry. No, stop that!
Leave it all to me. Time to
Essentially, we know that the Sustainer basically sealed the twins 500 years ago, and according to Nahida, she was never seen since. And my question is, why? Like, the only other entity that we really know to take such long naps on purpose is Venti. And again, he doesn't talk about erosion, but that doesn't mean he isn't affected by it. So could they both be trying to prevent their decline by staying away and only awakening when they are needed? Like that way, you could extend your rule. In Venti's case, it's not really a rule, but it'd still be around for these people for a far longer period of time. Sorry, I really can't speak today. It's worse than normal. But for Celestia, if they really are at a war with maybe Fanes or maybe the second who came, depending on who actually won, or maybe even a third being, we don't know. There could be a third being.
What's this?
Then they would want to extend their time and power as much as possible, and if the requirement for that would be to stay quiet and lay low for a while, then it seems like kind of a good price to pay. Especially if you consider that there's the Fatui, there's a Traveler. Basically, things aren't going the way that you'd expect Celestia to want it. So why not just crush the rebellion while it's still in its infancy, you know? I have wondered if they can't. Like, the Sustainer is gone again. Maybe they really cannot do anything right now because they are asleep. I don't know.
After the Abyss Mage was defeated, a certain energy dispersed from its body.
Sorry, my thought process is a little bit disjointed today. I don't think I slept enough.
It seems that energy was being used to cut off the connection between me and Dvalin. Huh. Do you know of Storm Terror's leg?
What? The audio just cut off. Was it because of the autoplay? Wait, I'm not using autoplay, never mind. Nope, I think I've heard people talking about it in Mondstadt. I think so.
Of course. I believe the people of Mondstadt all know of it. After Dvalin woke up, he took the ancient ruins as his lair. As it was with the storms that previously cut Mondstadt off from the outside world, the entrance to the ruins is also sealed by a special barrier. But now, as the energy dispersed from the Abyss Mage, I was able to read the rhythmic flow of how the barrier's magic was woven.
Magic, magic, magic. The Abyss Order also possesses magic?
I must admit,
What
it
kind?
sounds even more horrendous than a chorus of hilly churls. But It should be enough to let us break through the storm barrier and reach Storm Terror's lair.
Which means we're going to confront Dvalin? I'm fine with that. Jean is the one who wishes to avoid any direct confrontation.
No.
Just spinning
When there are
blame.
no other options left, it is my responsibility to alter our course of action. If slaying him is our only choice, I will gladly become the knight that leads the charge.
Fortunately, we have yet to need to go that far.
By that, you mean...
I mean that the Holy Liar is not our trump card. Our real trump card? The Traveler, of course.
I didn't agree to any of that. No,
The
sir.
Traveler?
Is it because I purified the teardrop crystal?
Correct.
I'm assuming so.
But you have a much more precious forte. The impurities in the tears and the curse that binds Dvalin belong to the same maleficent power. Which means...
You tone-deaf
Wait.
bard. Don't you see how crazy this is?
Did you see that? I picked the option about being able to purify it, and Venti was like, yeah, but then it said we have something more important going on, and it was basically implying that it's a purification power. So basically, he's reacting as though we chose the other option. What is going on?
You've seen what Dvalin is like when he's ticked off. She'll be swallowed whole before she even
She,
gets
there
to
we
lift
go
a
with the
finger.
messed up pronouns. Weren't we just talking about how I can fight? This battle, it's going to take everything everyone's got. Yeah, you don't got much right now, bro.
Hey. Nice plan. Worth a shot.
What do you
I
mean
am with
plan?
you, honorary knight.
Bro, I didn't say anything.
Oh, so we just need to fight monsters from the abyss and a dragon. No pressure or anything.
I mean, it's just another Friday, right, Paimon?
Humans aren't without their strengths. Let's go.
And so, epic actions of brave heroes finally leads to this 11th hour.
This is not a poem, Venti. Grow up. They were able to rule Mondstadt without gaining Archon status. When did Archon / notice start becoming a thing? Yeah,
catch up.
that's another thing. There you are. No, sir. No, goodbye. We actually don't know, and I made a video about just questions because I don't have answers on that regard. I don't think it has has ever been mentioned anywhere. But we know that the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. We don't know when it began, so we have no idea for how long the gods were fighting. What we do know is that there were several gods that were going after the same nation, because 7 is a very significant number. From what I've been told, there were 7 nations even before Thanes arrived in Tevat. They were just being ruled by the 7 Dragon Lords. So it has also been implied that it created like a unified nation. And it makes sense. Like, there's the people of Inkanomiya who were supposedly Thanes' people. But then you gotta wonder, like, why would you just care about these humans and where would the other humans come from? And I believe there was a unified civilization. And if you look at basically the architecture of both Inkanomiya and the Chasm, it's really similar. So I think that's another argument in favor of that theory. So the fact that basically the unified nation fell and there were 7 nations after that, I don't think that was exactly Celestia's doing. It's just the way the world works, and they were basically not able to counteract that, and were actually forced to do that eventually. As for the Archons, I don't know. That might have been a plan for control. Maybe they just wanted to control the gods that were currently in Tevat. What I do know is that, like in Liyue, there was Oziel and Baisht fighting for the same noses that Zhongli eventually got. And they were Hydro. They are aligned with Hydro. So I don't know if Celestia was basically like, no, we want this element for this region, and that's why you can have it. But even in that case, Decarabian was also Animo. I think it might have been Animo and Cryo, like Andreas. So it makes no sense. I don't know what the requirements were, because Venti basically became the Animo Archon because there were no other gods left. Both Decarabian and Andreas had died. So I mean, he was the spare one, basically. But there could have been other gods that came from other nations trying to take over the place. I don't know. Because again, not every god died as a consequence of the Archon War. It's not like they were all the last ones standing. A was like a double one. She was with Makoto. Makoto was the one that became the Archon. She was just there to be her fighting counterpart. So I don't know. I don't know. And there are more gods just laying around, possibly. We do know that the goddess of flowers was there, but kinda... I don't think Vada was an Archon before they died, so I really don't know. There's just a lot of questions around that topic, and I have literally no answers, and it's so frustrating. If I trigger the cutscene, am I gonna get mauled while I talk to them? Likely. Okay, disengage. We are good. We are good.
It's a storm barrier. It looks so dangerous.
Leave it to me. Although this wooden lyre is all I have, I don't need the lyre to break through this kind of storm barrier. Wait. What is that?
Face? Uh-oh.
Enemy attack! Prepare yourselves!
I like how they are so dramatic, like, oh no, there's a Meta Shirl, a
The
Summer
stage will
Shirl,
need to
and
be
a
cleared
normal
before I
Healing
can
Shirl.
begin my performance.
They make it sound like it's
Generally
such a big deal,
speaking,
even
such chores
when
are not
for
the
in-game
concerns of
characters
the
it really
performer
isn't.
himself.
I just wish I had Pyro though.
What's going
God
on?
damn it, these things are annoying without
There
Pyro.
shouldn't be any hilly trail camps in the vicinity of Storm
Come
Terror's
here.
lair.
Come here. We don't need tornadoes thrown at our faces. Stop. Nope. Rude. Get out. Stop that. Get some help. Stop. Why are the tornadoes not disappearing? The semi-shirl is dead.
Steady as stone.
Oh, it is to be the MC? I don't know. I mean, technically... Oh, I see what you mean. I see, because they do get swapped out during the cutscenes. But I think I've seen my Lumine die without her being in the team. So I don't know what the logic behind that is. I don't know if she kind of gets the HP of an equipped character. If she dies without actually being deployed, I don't know. I have this vague memory of just getting run to the ground by a Meta Shirl during Child Story Quest. And I was laughing so hard. Sorry. I choked on my spit. Oh god. Sorry. It's like the third time this happens in 2 days. I swear my body is trying to kill itself. I don't know. I don't remember her being in my team, but it makes sense. It
Steady
makes
as
sense.
stone.
Can you just put the shield down? Damn it, I was waiting for the animation to finish so it wouldn't be shielded and it just animation cancelled. You shouldn't be able to do that. Only we can do that. Just die. There we go, there we go. No, 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 no. Go Noelle, go Noelle, go Noelle. Don't. She's already doing 300 damage. It's amazing, isn't it? Such big numbers, big PP damage. Please die.
Your Laura's mine.
Nobody wants you alive. Okay, there we go.
I'll catch up.
That's your death sentence right there. Hallelujah. See? They were right to overreact. It took way too long to kill that.
The hilly trolls usually do not venture into areas with high elemental concentrations. It puts a heavy burden on their bodies.
Kinda like humans. I wonder
The
why.
Abyss Order must be manipulating them behind the scenes, yet they shouldn't have been able to determine that we would come. They're presumably spreading their forces to halt our plans.
Without further ado, I suppose I can play faster if my only audience is the wind.
Speaking of the wind, where are the other wind spirits? There's like 1,000 of them, apparently. And we only ever saw Venti, and they have never been
actually
mentioned
opened.
again.
You're not entirely useless, Tone Deaf Bard.
Entirely, she says. Sorry, I
This
was
is
blowing
it.
my nose.
We are now entering Storm Terror's lair. Watch yourselves. Let's move.
Wait, we need... Okay, never mind. I was afraid we'd have to use heater. I mean, if we are forced to, it's not against the
I'll catch
rules,
up.
right? There's no
Someone
workaround
needs
there.
assistance.
Oh, there's a teleport waypoint and a chest. Let's just get that really quick. Trace to fly, don't fly away. No, no, no. damn it. Never mind. My MC always gets struck by lightning in Azuma during World Quest dialogue. Oh, it stopped when you benched him. Oh, we actually have to try that out. Once we get to Inazuma, we gotta try that out. We gotta equip the Traveler just for the cutscenes and then take it out. Because I only saw that happening to me once. And it was a long time ago, so I don't really remember properly. But it makes sense, because those are two different HP pools, like the Traveler and whatever you have equipped.
Ooh, wonderful.
So that makes sense. But I do think it's hilarious when you're just standing there and the
Looks like
characters...
This is the front gate to Storm Terror's lair.
The characters around
The gate
you
is
are talking to the
enormous
Traveler.
compared to us.
Paimon, do you
But
mind?
still, Paimon wonders how Dvalin gets in there with a body that huge.
He doesn't walk in. He flies in.
Oh. You do have a point.
She forgot that the four-winged dragon can fly. Typical Paimon. Like I was saying, it's funny
Someone needs
because I
assistance.
remember Child was talking to the Traveler. She was basically acting as though she was there and she was dead. And I'm like, bro, you don't even care.
It's stuck.
Oh no,
Hey,
oh
check out
no.
that roof. Is there a giant hole in it?
She completely ignored him. He made fun of you and you just ignored him.
I suppose we could make use of that wind current.
Let's make a detour then. Heading up.
Let's make a detour then. Heading up.
Wait, she doesn't comment on it. I think I remember her just being mad at him for
Do
copying
you
her.
think there will be abyss mages hiding in the ruins?
I think our patience has not yet
Either
come
way,
to the
if
breaking
we do
point.
run into one, we will let the victorious Master Diluc do the...
Do the
Do
what?
not underestimate them just because I have beaten one of them before. I'm
There's
not
a chest
boasting.
right there,
I'm
but
simply saying there is more to the Abyss Order than a few mages.
let's go.
Correct. That's why I tagged along after all. Well, that and also for your safety. Why am I so diligent? Too diligent for a poet, in fact.
Diligent
So
is
says
not
the
ever
person that
a
made
word that I
zero
would use
effort
for
to search
Venti.
for the dragon tears and drank in the tavern all day. Paimon doesn't get it. What part of you is remotely diligent?
You tell him, Paimon. I still don't know why she didn't complain about him making fun of her though, but okay. Okay. Oh, we don't have pyro. We can't get those. We need to wait until we get a character that can actually deal pyro damage. The only problem is, the only two available Claymore users that are pyro are 5 stars. So our likelihood of getting them isn't all that great. We'll have to be patient. There's one right up there. We can just fly over the heliotrope, right? You want trigger? You want trigger, right? Tell me you want trigger. Don't fall. No! Which part of do not fall did you not understand? Did you just conveniently remove your ability to hear the word no? I swear to God. I swear to God. Why do they give us so little stamina as low AR players? It's not like we don't need to climb. We actually probably need to climb more than high AR players, because once you have unlocked all of the teleport waypoints, you don't really have to climb that many mountains anymore. I mean, sometimes you do, but it's not all the time. But when you are unlocking the teleport waypoints, you have to go everywhere on foot. Xinyan, you are right! Sorry, Xinyan. Genshin forgets about her, and then I forget about her. That's just rude.
Day's work.
Yeah, we do have Xinyan. That's an option, if she will only
catch
come
up.
home. Honestly, every Claymore user will be well treated in this account because we really have no other possibilities.
Someone needs assistance.
So yeah, even Xinyan will have her
Leave it up to
chance
me.
to shine if she comes home.
All in a day's work.
Where am I meant to go? Oh, there's a statue. There we go, there we
Someone
go.
needs assistance.
I don't remember the exact mechanism behind breaking the barriers.
turret.
What
It might lead us to the top of the tower.
I hate when she does that. I'm trying to do something and she's like, no, 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 let's take a detour. It's like when you go out of bounds. It's annoying. Oh, by the way, that reminds me. When we did the Carry Bear quest, I meant to check out if Paimon would actually pop out if you went out of bounds, because she was technically gone. And I forgot to do that. And then... Okay. Am I gonna get kicked down? Oh no, never mind. And then by the time I actually remembered, that's it. There's no monsters, there's no nothing. It just opens. That's weird. By the time I remembered, we were back to the real worlds. We were back in the present, so I couldn't check it. But I did watch a YouTube video where someone did check it, and apparently Paimon didn't show up. The traveler just made a comment about not wanting to get too far away from Paimon and Dinslev, and that was it. So they did pay a lot of attention to it. And from what I've seen and what I've gathered, I don't think we were in the actual like gameplay-wise. It was like a copy of this world, and we could only interact with certain areas. And I think the statues of the Seven were also gone.
We can't advance any
for
further.
some reason, because the
ruins
Archons
seem to
would
be
have been around
guarded
by
by
then.
ancient seals.
Is this the work of Dvalin?
No, these ruins were once part of an ancient city. Dvalin just happens to be nesting in these ruins for now. These ruins even predate the existence of the Four Winds.
So it's still the barrier that the Caribbean erected.
Mondstadt
Talk
is a
about
city
power,
without a
didn't
ruler.
it?
However, before it was ruled over by a tyrant. Anyway, I'll sing you that story when we have a chance in the future.
The markings on this seal. If my archaeological knowledge is not mistaken, this appears to be a light act.
Why do you have archaeological knowledge, and why is the dialogue always cutting up? Like,
If we retrieve and reintegrate all the parts, we should be able to get it working.
I'd say it's better to pull on a banner with Sayo since she can swirl most of the elements you don't have. Yes, Sayo would be ridiculously OP in this situation. To get her from a lantern rite. I mean, we have to wait nearly an entire year for another lantern rite, unfortunately. Megami, hi! Oh, happy belated birthday! I hope you had a wonderful day, and thank you for joining. How are you doing today?
We should be close to completing the ceremony for this actuator. Let's
What?
put
We
the
just
last part
started.
back and see.
It's so nostalgic, right? But I have also noticed that even the cutscenes quality is so much lower, like the camera angles and everything. It just feels like a prototype of the current Genshin, which is good. It means they are growing and improving. But it's just weird. You're welcome! Thank you for dropping by that day, even if you couldn't stay around. I really appreciate it. We need to go down, I think? Oh no, we need to go back to Venti. There's a chest. Let's go around before we trigger anything and just collect that first. Oh, that's great. I'm glad to hear that. I'm doing fine too.
Wonderful.
I think I have a little bit of brain fog today, so I'm sorry if I'm not making that much sense, but otherwise I'm doing good.
Looks like we're right. There are 3 more halos circling the tower.
Which means there are 3 more corresponding light actuators to activate.
So did the Caribbean use technology?
I can see one from here.
Or were the mechanisms
The
created
rest
by
must be scattered within the
elemental
ruins
power
around here.
somehow?
Let's go find them.
Why did Dvalin pick a place filled with puzzles and seals as his lair? Doesn't he get annoyed coming back home?
He doesn't walk in. He flies in.
Again?
You do have a point.
We are stuck in a samsara again. What happened to my HP? Noelle, are you good? Was it a Minotaur? I don't remember it doing this much damage. Okay, so let us not get kicked down by the... Wait, what's the thingies? What's those glowing thingies on top of the platforms? Do we need to collect something from there? I think we only need to go for the triangle thingy to actually bring it to the light actuator. Oh, never mind, never mind. Oh, there's a chest right there. So I think the quest marks are actually indicating where the actuators are, and then those pillars of light must be the things that we need to retrieve to activate them. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, there's a teleport waypoint right there. I can see it yet. I was trying to see if it would spawn enough for me to actually see what's behind the thingy, but I can. Wait, you don't go higher? Wait, I think I'm just out of the wind current. Oh, there we go, there we go. We couldn't climb that. Oh, never mind. No, sir, let's go down. There we go. First one. Let me just get the Anemoculus. And then off we go. There's another one on top, then that one down there, and I think we only need, yeah, we only need 3 for each seal. I don't think we can collect all of them at once. I think we actually are forced to just collect 3 and activate one at a time. That would save us time though, if we could. Okay, that's the thingy, right? That's the light actuator. You think that people would have opened this by mistake? If this was a technology that was around during the Caribbean's time, the people that wanted an insurgence and wanted to dethrone their tyrant.
Work magic.
I mean,
It looks like one of the 3 halos above has now become solid ground.
thank you for pointing out the obvious, Paimon.
Let's start looking for the next puzzle.
You think they would have found a way to break the barrier and just leave without having to go through all the trouble of making a rebellion? Also, there's people that just explore. There's a lot of adventurers around, and Storm Terror was sleeping for a very long while. So how come no one ever ventured in here while he was sleeping and just found out how to kind of break the seal? I mean, they're just lying there in the open. It's weird. We need to go around still. Wait, we can teleport. We can teleport to the Statue of the Seven. And from there we can actually enter the main structure without having to go around the seals. Yes. That's perfect. Up or down? This one is solid, so I think, yeah, I think we're breaking them from the ground up. So now the next level, second level, and then third level, and then we are done. Are you going to activate if I run past you? You are, aren't you? No. Bye. Bye. Those things are scary AF when you are this low of an AR player. What? Oh, what? I think there's an achievement from coming here though, and there's a chest. Let me just get that real quick. I think we need to climb to the very top. Hero's Gift. Is that from climbing? I remember climbing something and getting an achievement. Heroes. Okay, a 4-star artifact. It's not it. I think we do need to climb. Let me just come from the inside, get that, and then from the outside. Don't fall. You can climb that, right? How else? You need to be able to do that, otherwise how did I do that to begin with? What? No, there's no way. Am I dreaming? Did I actually not do that? Am I just misremembering? I'm pretty sure there's an achievement from this. Bro. No way. I don't think I'm not going to use the Geo-Traveler structures either, because that's cheating. Traveler is not a Claymore user, though they canonically, supposedly know how to use all kinds of weapons. Never mind, I'm just gonna break the seals. We'll be back at some point. Where is it? Am I being stupid? I am being stupid. I told you my brain isn't working. We don't need to come back here. We just need to get the actuators from down there. Come on, Blue. Oops. Oh, nope. Don't fall down. No. No one saw that. No one saw that. I didn't die. I wasn't about to die. No. We are doing great. We are thriving. Noelle has never been better. She totally did not get yeeted off a cliff. No.
Someone needs assistance.
There was a sound of the homunculus. Never mind. That also didn't happen, I suppose. How do I get out of here? Why am I so lost because of the wind barriers? I'd expect to be able to do this time around because I did get confused the first time. But I have no excuses now. Is this open? How is it not open? There's no barrier. Nothing is visible in there. Bro? Okay. Okay then. Oh, that scared me. Never mind, we are good. It was just Paimon saving our asses. How do I can't see a barrier in front of me. Because there is no barrier! Stop that! Where is that? I just came out of there. Over here? No, there's a barrier in there. No. How did I do it? Like, literally just now. This is being directionally challenged, but taken to an extreme. Bro. Bro, how did I do that? Wait a second. No, let's just... I'm being stupid again, but still. How? How? Explain yourself, Genshin. I love how he just twirls with the wind. Okay. We are back on track. Never mind. Sorry about that. To the left? Was I going right there? I don't know. I'm lost. We are out now. We are out. I did say I was feeling slow today, but this is embarrassing. Never mind that. Don't you just love looking like an idiot on the internet? Yeah, that's what I do on a daily basis.
Someone needs assistance.
I wish I had more stamina as well. This is frustrating. I need to give a dragon therapy, and you are making me run around, doing God knows what. Do I have to fight? Is it that close to the Hilichurls? I mean, I can just engage, get it, and then run away. No one would ever know. I was standing right next to it? You kidding? For real? No.
I'll catch up.
No! I mean, I know it has to be really close by because I did just leave the first time around with no problems whatsoever. God damn it. God damn it. This is what I get for not sleeping properly, I suppose. God damn. It might also be because of my new medication, but never mind that. I'm just being stupid. Okay. I'm not gonna get yeeted by the wind this time around. I have mastered the ways of the wind. I am the Avatar, master of the wind, and literally not a single element other than that.
Someone needs
And
assistance.
as I say this without a single animal unit on the team. Leave me alone. You leave me alone and I leave you alone. We can both walk away with our lives intact. There's no need to get aggressive. Where's the other light pillar? Dang, bro! Did you think you'd reach me from there? Why did you jump? What is their AI doing? Where's the other glowy pillar thingy? I need the bird's eye view. I don't think it's in a map. Oh, but we do have a radius within which it has to be contained. If it's like the other one, this third one should be next to the light actuator. I guess not. Too good to be true. Where is it? I don't think this tells me the direction. Because if it did, I would be going out of bounds really quick. Where are you? Where are you? Listen, my puny brain can handle lore and literally nothing else. I need a wind current. Take me up. I believe I can fly. I need to see it. Where are you? Bro? What the hell? Oh, let's go. I've never participated in those contests because my art just sucks. It's not at the level where I can feel comfortable just doing something and posting it. I did post a short about Dihia because it was more so of a shit post. And I was like, the quality doesn't need to be all that good. I can just do it. Do I have to climb this? I don't have enough stamina to do that, so I don't think they would make me. They do know that I have no stamina.
Someone needs assistance.
But yeah,
I'll catch up.
on top of structure? Yeah, I think so, but can we get there? And also, hi Neon Sunset, thank you for joining. Oh, I saw your message on Discord. I haven't gotten the time to properly read it about Nicole. I'll do that as soon as the stream ends. Because I didn't get a notification. I don't know why I never get notifications when things are relevant. And then I get the most random notifications ever. Okay, is this it? I don't think... Oh. I don't think we can reach it even if we don't jump. Can we? I don't even know if the structure is climbable. There's a lot of angles in there. But maybe. Hi! Oh, Megami, by the way, I know you also do art. Do you participate in the contest? I would love to see your art, honestly, if you are ever comfortable with sharing it. I have a mad respect for Genshin artists because the designs are ridiculously hard. Like, I remember trying to draw Dihia and I had to look up... Wait, no, there's an homunculus, but there is no glowing thing. But we can see... There it is. We just need a bird's eye view. When I was trying to draw Dihia, I had to look for the reference sheets to try and make sense of what I was seeing, because there was so much to her design, and it's like that for literally every character. I couldn't wrap my head around it. Some components of the design, I was like, is this meant to like go around her back? Is it meant to... How?
I'll catch up.
I don't know. And I need to practice my anatomy a great deal, because I'm not at the level where I can envision something in my head and make it come true on paper. So yeah. It's mostly because I have been drawing for a few years on and off, but I've never actually been totally consistent with it, because when you hit an art block, when there's a... Like, sometimes I'll progress really fast, and then I'll just hit like this part of my journey where I cannot progress any further for a while, and it's frustrating, like, it's just hell, you know? So I just stop. Mectel, hi! Thank you for joining. How are you doing?
One
Okay.
more and the seals at the top of the tower will be broken.
Thank you, Paimon. I do know that 3 minus 2 is 1, in fact. Thank you.
I'll catch up.
Okay, we are nearly there. We are nearly about to confront Dvalin. Alleluia. Let the Lord be praised. It's been a while since we started this account, and we are only now finishing the Mondstadt Arcane quest. Great, that's so nice to hear. I'm doing good too, thank you.
I'll catch up.
And there's a teleport waypoint, which is very conveniently only placed there so that we can only activate the thingy after we activate the light actuator. Never mind that it would make traveling so much easier, you know?
Someone needs assistance.
Oh, but this one is nice. Wait. Never mind. I was about to say this one was nice because there wasn't a lot to run around. You just had to collect all 3 around the ring. But it's not nice. It's not nice. Why are you spawning enemies? Leave me alone.
What's this?
Do we have time? Yeah, it's being timed. Is it just this 3? If it is, we are good. But my team isn't exactly ready for combat yet.
Leave it all to me.
Bro,
As
let's
a good
use
knight
Geo.
should.
Geo demolishes shields. Where are you? And let's get around it, because I don't think I'm using a Dory's burst. And it's gone! Great! There we go. Dory,
You're more
finish him!
fine.
Finish him! There
Steady
we go.
as stone.
Please tell me it's the last one. I don't feel like fighting anymore. Not to mention that my mic picks up on the mouse like crazy because I had to disable my filters. Because my CPU can have them, apparently. So I can't really set a threshold for what sounds can and cannot be picked up. So I do know that the mouse is super loud. I'm sorry about that. Okay, there we go. There we go. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't. It was doable. There we go. Wait, didn't I already picked up that one? No? Okay. I have only submitted one because I procrastinated. You're drawing Ayaka! Oh great! Her design is also so hard, but she's so pretty, I love her. If you're comfortable with like dropping a link or something, I'd love to check it out. I do need to be more consistent with my art. I would like to like set goals to, I don't know, just post it somewhere. It didn't have to be a contest because that way maybe it would give me the motivation needed to actually keep on practicing. It's just never happened before. Sorry, a little sip of water. Alright, there we go. Give me the dragon. Give me the flying lizard. I don't remember the name of the creature, but the Dvalin looks a lot like a little sea creature. It's so cute, actually. I think they are actually called sea dragons. And for a good reason. They do look like a dragon. Case in point, you look at Dvalin and you are like, yep, that's a dragon. Is it not an air current? No, it isn't. It's just a glowy thingy. Wait. Wait. They aren't here. I just need to drop it down.
I'm thinking about turning these adventures into songs after we're done.
Well, we certainly have gone through quite a lot recently. Oh boy! Oh boy, buckle your seatbelts. You have no idea about the ride you're about to embark on. We are practically old partners now. You have a lot to see, my child.
This song will be sung for years to come by the people of Mondstadt, just like the legend of Vanessa.
I have loved that song since I was small.
Why does he look so that inside, though?
How are you feeling today,
Look at
honorary
him
knight?
and tell me he doesn't look that inside.
I am completely prepared and fully confident that we can do this.
This is so weird. It's just a standing pep talk, like amid the action. You are You are so reliable, Master Jean. Rest assured, I'm also completely prepared.
Even Master Diluc accompanied us to the very end, despite only being an accidentally involved bystander.
Bystander? This is
You
Batman.
shared your secret with me, and I only returned your trust to the same extent.
So trust is what drove Master Diluc here. So responsibility is what drove Master Jean here. What about you, Venti?
It's freedom.
I think it's more like friendship, honestly.
Freedom?
When you first arrived at Mondstadt, did no one tell you that Mondstadt is the city of freedom?
Amber? I mean, Paimon told us even before we got there.
She really is a child of freedom. Mondstadt is a romantic city without the reign of a king, and its citizens enjoy the most freedom amongst the 7 nations. I hope the dragon that once protected Mondstadt will soon be free too. No one should have deceived him by telling him that Mondstadt betrayed him.
Oh, poor little creature. He was just suffering for so long,
no
and then
one
they
should
were
have
like,
told him
you
that
know
it was
what?
his eternal duty to
I heard
protect
this
the city.
gossip about you. And he was like, what?
He has the right and freedom to choose his own way of life.
Venti?
Well then, traveler, may the thousands of years of wind that have blown through Mondstadt go with you.
Are there any confirmed living sovereigns besides Kokomi? Not that I know of. But, I mean, I don't know if they would be able to defeat creatures that were basically the OG creatures in Tevad. I don't know what their nature is, if they can be killed, I don't know. But we don't know yet, but it's a possibility. Like, I saw someone, when I made the video about the 7 noses being the primordial one, I saw someone that commented and said that they could be the primordial dragons. Not primordial, the sovereign dragons. And I was like, huh, that's interesting. There were 7 of them. It makes sense. The Archons are basically taking over the role of those 7. So yeah, it's a nice parallel. It's a possibility. But yeah, if you go off the assumption that Kokomi is one of them, then how is she still alive, free, and unrestrained? And then there's supposedly a nose that's meant to represent her. I don't know, but it's possible. I would be surprised if they weren't actually. Nudibranch Called Blue Glaucus. I think so. I think that's a name. Yeah. It's really, really cute. I love those little critters. I had a friend that made like an assignment for college on them. She went into a lot of depth, but I don't remember anymore. I had a completely different animal. Your first digital painting. Oh, congrats! That's such a big step. I have had my drawing tablet for like over a year now. Over 2 actually. But I never actually got the hang of it because it's not one of those screen tablets. It's just those pen tablet ones. And I feel like I have no real control over where my pen goes as opposed to when I'm drawing traditionally. So yeah, I'm also much better at traditional art, but you know, maybe one day we'll get there.
Just like the last time, I shall channel animal energy for you.
Last time? I knew it. It was your voice I heard.
Oh, no wonder you said his voice sounds familiar.
Okay, are we ready to face the dragon? Probably not. Ooh, we got a lot of EXP. I had literally just ranked up to 18 today. So that's a lot. Okay, so we are going to be given... Oh, this one is quests only, I think. Yeah. We don't ever get to play at this difficulty again. We are going to be given a free trial Venti, but we cannot use them. Which sucks, because I like to use Venti to not have to change platforms, you know? When the attacks are coming your way, you can just go up on your wind
Look,
current and you
there
are
are 2
done.
shiny spots on Dvalin's back.
But we cannot do that here. We got 2 healers though, so we
They appear to
should be fine.
poisonous
I want to
blood
believe
clots that have
so.
coagulated on his wounds.
Also, no bow characters,
The
which is a
Abyss Order
shame.
must
It
have
would be
cursed the
useful.
wounds. That's what's corrupting Dvalin's mind.
Oh, we got the mini shooter
To
game
save
first.
Dvalin, we're going to have to get rid of those blood clots. Aim
Are
for
you
those
not-
blood clots.
There we go. He's maneuvering. There we go. I thought it was just going to fly straight. Stop that, you big lizard. There he goes.
Dvalin is getting
He's
away.
done with us. He's fed
I'm
up.
familiar with his tactics. Just hold on a bit longer.
Oh. I didn't remember this part. Did it hit me? I mean, my health didn't take any damage, but I think it hit me. Do the blue ones also do damage? The blue ones look like my single pulse. Swear to God. Oh, I am taking damage, just very little.
I'll extract and condense the pure animal from the shots being fired. Shattering them will create acceleration currents.
Oh, I need to
I
shatter
can't
them.
control where they will appear, so keep your eyes peeled.
What? This one, okay. I did not remember this at all. Did I miss that? Did I not go through that? No.
Shatter the condensed animo orbs to create acceleration currents.
Down.
I know it's hard to tell amidst the barrage
There
of
we
bullets,
go.
but this is the only way.
I mean, honestly, it's doing so little damage that I don't think I even need to dodge. I just need to focus on the little blue things to speed up. Stop that. There we go. I have no real perception of height. I don't know how... Okay, there we go. Can we? There we go. Come on, don't fly away. This is just therapy. It's shock therapy, but sometimes it's needed. This sounds like my dad when he was trying to teach me how to drive. Because I was terrified of driving. And I did get my driver's license like no problem, but I didn't feel ready to actually drive a car. So after that, my dad was like, yeah, I'm going to be giving you lessons now. I had a panic attack every time I sat behind the wheel. But it worked. It was shock therapy, but it worked. Where the thing is, there's nothing for us to speed up now. We just have to wait until they pop up. Why are you making the minigame so long? Who has the patience for that? 1. I think we had to do like 5 of them last time around. It doesn't send you back forward. Back forward? No! No! It doesn't send you back forward. Back forward? No! No! I mean, it doesn't send you back. Damn it. Okay, okay. We're gonna get this one. We're good, we're good. 5, there we go. Back to therapy. Take your meds. Take your meds, Dvalin, you need them.
I'm sorry this is hurting you. Hang on.
Can you stop cutting dialogue, Genshin? Yeah, I get it. I wouldn't drive still if I could help it, but I need to drive when I'm going to school, and basically I changed uni. Like, I'm getting my master's now, and I'm much closer to home. So I actually commute by train every day, and I just need to drive to the train station. Not every day, I don't have classes every day, thankfully. But back when I was getting my degree, I was in a college that was much farther away, and I would stay there during the week, and I'd have to commute by car like twice a week. I'd have to get there, and then I'd have to come back. Stream is stuttering? Oh damn. Is it OBS? Give me a second. Let me just... Wait, no,
Now
no,
we can
wait.
fight Dvalin on equal...
Is it OBS? OBS is doing fine, actually. Wi-Fi seems to also be doing good. I need to get an Ethernet cable. Like, I know that. I don't know how I would set that up. Sorry about that. I really need to... I really need to fix this. I know it's annoying. I know it's really annoying to look at. Yeah, I had to drive to like college, and it took me 40 minutes. It was a 40-minute drive, so that's why I had to really be desensitized to that, because I had to drive on the highway, I had to drive on the city. I was beyond scared the first couple times, but at some point you just stop caring, I guess.
But first,
It's better now?
let me be
Thank you.
clear.
Where's the troubleshooting
Even
the air
after
bullets from?
hundreds of years
It's
without
condensed
use,
animal
Dvalin's
energy
teeth
from
and claws are still very
Venti,
dangerous.
according to him, plus. Can Dory reach him with her E? Nope. I don't suppose so. No, no, no. Wrong way, wrong way. Turn around. Come on, Noelle. Come on. Please, please take him down. If I could just break the shield. Straight up. But Noelle's attacks are so slow.
What's this?
Why are you so slow, man? Nope. Ha! Big lizard. Juked you.
Your Mora's mine!
Almost there, almost there. It doesn't hit. Like her little attack after the fact, like you press E and she attacks, and then there's those two little instances of Electro. They don't really hit unless it's standing. Which is weird, because I've used it as a substitute for a bow multiple times. And it works pretty well, but not with Dvalin, I suppose. There we go, there we go.
Now's our chance. Aim for the tainted blood clot on his neck.
Please, let me finish this once. No, no, don't get stuck now. Oh, we are not finishing this at once.
Your Mora's
And physical damage? Is he physical damage resistant? Are you kidding me? I find it hilarious that he's not anemo damage resistant, but then is physical damage resistant. Hilarious in the worst possible way, because it's maddening. Oh no 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 sir, no sir. We are just here to
Someone
give you
needs
therapy.
assistance.
No need to get aggressive. We are fine. We are all friends here.
This is Dvalin's ace in the hole. Celestinum Finale Termini.
Why are you laughing?
This
It's
dragon
not
has
good. It's not
strange
good for
taste when
us.
it comes to naming things.
Somehow I
just
find it
now.
more likely that it was Venti that
Seriously?
named it.
Well, anyway, let's ride the wind currents
that
and
what it
stay
said?
away from
I
the
didn't even
breaking
hear it.
platforms. The energy flooding out from the fissures will be hot. Be sure to watch your step.
Nope. And I took damage, damn it. It's fine, it's fine. We got the healers. 2 healers. We're food. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine.
Leave it
Go
all to
down.
me.
Just die.
Yeah.
And that's the worst part. We're not even actually trying to kill you. Like, you are the one boss. Not the only one, I guess. I suppose we actually don't kill any of the bosses. Maybe with the exception of Signora. Now that I think about it. Most of the bosses, the weekly bosses, ended up being friends at the end of the day. Like,
Steady
you got
as stone.
Child. Child is allied with a traveler. He wants him to visit his family and everything. He writes home so much that Chooser recognizes the traveler just by seeing them. Like, imagine recognizing someone just from what you read in a letter.
Aim for the
It
tainted
must
blood clot on
really
his
talk
neck.
a lot about them. And then, like, Scaramouche went on to be a friend. Raiden's puppet is kind of a friend. I mean, if you think about it, A is more of a friend than her puppet, but the puppet is kind of on our side as well. Then who else is there? Ajdaha. Ajdaha isn't evil. It's not really around. It's still restrained, but it's not evil. Oh, wait. And then, who am I missing? Who's the other one? Am I missing anyone? Or is that all?
Steady as stone.
I think that's all. Oh, Boreas. Boreas is also a weekly boss, right? And is also a friend. He was never an antagonist to start with. He basically is just sparring with a traveler so that they can test their power level. Nope, haha, juked you. Oh, never mind. You can't take damage while you are up in the air. Never mind. I didn't know that. Uh-oh.
Someone needs assistance.
There it goes. My ability to dodge is non-existent because I am a Zhongli user. So by the time we get back to the training with Yai, the dodging training for Raiden, I'm going to be screwed. Can you calm down, sir? This isn't a fair fight, you know.
Leave it all to me.
Oh, we can actually hurt the neck. No. Ah. I lost time going back and forth. Go. Fight. Quickly. You can do it. I believe in you. There we go.
Now
It's
is
still
our chance.
only...
Aim for
I
the
think it's a
tainted blood clot on his
little
neck.
over halfway through, actually. So, this might take a while. Maybe Dory would be better. I mean, she does less damage, but she attacks a little bit faster. Never mind. She also has a pretty long cooldown of sorts because of her animation at the end of her normal attack sequence. Okay, maybe 2 more times. Do we have to destroy the shield 2 more times in order to get that? I'm just surprised I didn't die. I did not do well my first time around. Venti died like from the get-go. I was like, oh, I get to try the god? And then he just died instantly, so I never got to use him. Nope, no, you can't get me. Bye. Come here. No, I'm over here. Please, giant lizard. I tried to do the jumping cancellation, but I don't think the attack actually dishes any damage when I do that. Maybe I'm just not getting the timing right. Wait, the other way around. Let me try that.
Leave it all to me.
1, 2, 3. Cancel? Did it do damage? 4? Oh, it did! Wait. I think I just have bad timing. Yeah, you're right. The most
Someone needs
accurate,
assistance.
like lore-wise, harbinger for Mondstadt would be Signora, and she's in Inazuma.
Steady as stone.
Oops, I got my phone, sorry. I put it on silent mode, but it still vibrates and it falls every time and it just scares me.
Now is our chance. Aim for the tainted blood clot on his neck.
Shut up, Venti! Do you know how many times I've heard that? Can we get the burst up, please? There we go.
Time to clean up.
1, 2, 3, 4, jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, jump. Don't go up, not all the way up. Damn it. We are nearly there, though. Just one more time.
I'll catch up.
You catch up? Well, you are already late. Sorry to tell you that, but you are. Wait, what attack is this one? Oh no! I don't remember this. I haven't done Dvalin in a while, but more than that, I don't think I have seen him get to this stage in a very long while. I don't really need any of the materials he gives for any of the characters I'm currently building, and I already have a lot of them stocked up. So 3, 4. Oh damn it, too early. 3, 4. What I do sometimes is when I'm trying to get the dailies for the weeklies actually for the battle pass, because you need to defeat I think 3 trans domains, which is Andreas, or 3 weekly bosses. Sometimes I don't fight the weekly bosses because I don't really need the materials, and I'd rather use my resin for something else. So I will fight the bosses and then I won't claim the rewards. And when I do that, I usually just put Dvalin on the lowest difficulty and I just one-shot him and leave. So yeah, I don't think I've seen an attack in ages.
This place is gonna collapse!
I love how none of them remember that they have wing gliders. They are Mondstadt. They're from Mondstadt, and they didn't remember that.
It's been a while since we flew like this together. Huh, Dvalin?
Just now. Why? Why did you not ask me to protect you like the last time?
Me not wanting you to listen to the Abyss Order doesn't mean that you have to listen to me. Freedom, if demanded of you by an Archon, is really no freedom at all.
Is this the power of the Animal Archon? But I am no longer part of the Four Winds.
Even if that's so, you still protected us regardless. Now spread your wings of freedom and go with my blessing.
You saw how the star pattern disappeared?
And so, the
Wait,
Storm Terror
it's not
threat
done.
was quelled. I clarified the misunderstanding to the citizens of Mondstadt and let them know that they are safe. To them, it seems Storm Terror attacked Mondstadt out of nowhere and then vanished just as quickly. They must be finding the whole ordeal very confusing.
However, winds change their course. Someday, they will blow towards a brighter future.
You saw how the star pattern on his neck disappeared the moment the abyssal corruption was cleared? That just really goes to prove that the stars are connected to the abyss. Like the people that we see with a star pattern are likely connected to the abyss themselves. And Paimon has it. Paimon has it. We saw Guizhong with the same pattern. Then there's
You guys are back!
Oh yeah, the
honorary
Hillish
knight
attack.
returns triumphant.
Then there's the Dainsleif cape that also has it.
Yep, we're back from tussling with Dvalin.
And there's also the line that Venti speaks about freedom demanded by an Archon is really not freedom at all, which is kind of like paraphrasing what Dane said during the Travail trailer, where he says that freedom when demanded by a god is not freedom. That's not in those exact words. Which is weird because literally no other Archon so far has said the same thing that Dane said in the trailer. It basically just gives you a preview of what's going to happen, just to pique your interest, but it's never really been played out word by word, with the exception of Mondstadt, which is just, it's weird, it's weird.
You just returned yesterday, right? Jean got back first, and she told us all about your heroic deeds. I wonder if I'll ever get an opportunity like that.
Oh, thanks for your referral. Trust me, it's not an opportunity to want that often, yeah.
You're right, actually. Peace is hard won, and we shouldn't take it for granted.
Yeah, someone said that, Brian. I don't remember who came up with the theory first, but it's been going around for a while, I think. The upside down theory. And it makes sense. It's just still weird, because the way I see it, if the sky is fake, like the actual sky, even if it's upside down, the distance would not separate. Like, imagine that the world is right side up. You have the sky and then you have the abyss. They are a certain distance away, but if you invert the world, they will still be the same distance away. I'm more tempted to believe that the fake sky, it's still inverted, and like the abyss is the real sky, therefore there's stars in there, and then the fake sky is where the abyss would supposedly be. I don't know how deep that theory goes. I haven't looked at that in a while. I don't know if that's what the theory states or not. But it's weird, so weird. It's so weird. I'm still stuck on the whole dome thing because of the eggshell.
And this time, you're the one we should all be grateful to.
You're welcome. But have you been waiting for us here this whole time?
Of course not. Just because I'm not out on the front line doesn't mean I don't have work to do. In fact, I'm dealing with the aftermath of the crisis as we speak.
Aftermath? Here? What happened in Mondstadt?
While Master Jean was away, the monsters lurking nearby made a coordinated attack on the city. Fortunately, we weren't completely taken by surprise. I detected the Hilly Churls were moving closer to the city a while back.
Oh yeah! Paimon remembers. When we first met, you were clearing out one of their camps.
Exactly. And if we hadn't started making preparations back then, Mondstadt would be in much greater danger by now.
I wonder what exactly the relationship the Hilly Trolls have with the Devious Order is like. Like, we see them together, like mages and Hilly Trolls sometimes. And we know that they are kind of the same people. They aren't all Condrians. There are Hilly Trolls that are much older than the Cataclysm. But still, like, do they just tell them, yo, you go and attack? Or do they have to entice them somehow? Because their mental capacities aren't all that great? Glad held them off. You held them off. Why would the Hilly Trolls do this?
I know. It's strange. Hilly Churls aren't usually capable of coordinating like this. Our best guess is that the Abyss Order is behind it.
They've taken over the Hilly Churls. Good thing we saved Dvalin, or they might have taken him too.
That's right. And since I'm the Outrider, it's up to me to keep eyes on the Abyss Order from now on. I'm sorry. You should be celebrating your victory, not listening to all this somber talk.
I mean, there will be more victories in the future, but a lot of failures as well.
I promised to take you out for some sticky honey roast, didn't I? Before everyone got caught up in the Storm Terror crisis. There's no time like the present, right? You guys hungry?
You bet!
You don't have to ask Paimon.
Until just now, but it's been on Paimon's mind this whole time.
Awesome, let's go! It's been way too long since I last ate a sticky honey roast myself. Wait for me at Good Hunter. I'll be right there. I just have to clean up here real quick.
Wait, can we help you to make it faster? Shadow with locals. Can we actually destroy it? Oh, we can. Will that speed her up? I don't think so, because we do need to talk with another character first. I mean, it's kind of fun just destroying stuff, though. And I don't know if she can actually do it herself, because the one thing that she's supposedly destroying isn't actually able to be destroyed by us. So I don't know. Noelle does more damage, just get her here.
Someone needs...
Ooh, foul. Why is there foul in your barricades, though? There's a lot of foul right there. Still walking, though. And I don't think I can get it with those characters. I can get some with Dory. Just not a lot. I can get like 2 of them. No! It fell into the water! There's nothing in here? Oh, there it is. There it is. Damn it! That wasn't the best timing ever. You could have just gotten it on dry land, no? Now it's soaked. Am I gonna die? Destroy the Hilly Shores barricades. Okay, so we do have to destroy them. Oof, oof. Oof. Okay, no. Wait. Wait. I don't wanna drown. I don't wanna join the dead pigeons. There we go. More of them. Go. You could have gotten both of them. Come on. It's still useful. I'm glad we got Dory when we did, because she isn't the greatest character, but she does come in handy when we don't have an archer. It's not like we can aim or anything, but I've knocked off healing trolls from towers by using her E, so it's useful. Why are you just talking and not helping? Aren't you knights? Oh, she dealt like nearly 400.
Your war is mine!
And we got a 4-star artifact. Let me just check that out real quick, because we got the you may find Eula down there. Wait, where? The bridge? Where? We haven't met her yet in the game. Is she here, or is she just skinny dipping again? Let me just check. I don't know which one it was. There it is. HP. No. Great rate attack. The sub-subs are good, but we need defense for Noelle. What does Dory scale off of though? It could be useful for her maybe. Oh, did we already get the fate? Is it technically completed? No, it's not, I don't think. I don't think we finished the quest yet. We need to talk to everyone before it is considered to be complete.
There's the blacksmith!
Stop that. I don't care about the blacksmith. You know what? I only finished the ores quest. You know how he asks you to collect ores to forge you something? I only finished that.
Here we go.
At the year 57. A couple of weeks ago, you know?
Crisis, danger, the thrill of adventure.
Bro, you good? What are you,
Adventurers
official?
Guild! Finally, our days of rescuing kittens and finding lost puppies are over. The age of adventure is upon us.
Okay, if you say so.
Roll up, youngsters. Join the Adventurers Guild today. In this time of great upheaval, we must rally together, take on the dragon,
Oh
and
boy,
save
do I have
our
news for
great
you.
city of Mondstadt.
Yeah, about that. I'm sorry for raining on your parade, but there will be no heroics done by you today.
What? The Storm Terror threat is resolved? I missed the acting clanmaster's speech?
What is his accent supposed to be? Where is he supposed to be from?
Storm Terror should have put up more of a fight. We didn't get to join in.
Yeah, I should have destroyed more of the city. Why not? Nimrod, hi.
Long live the heroes. Thank you. It's finally over.
Oh, why, thank you. You may lay the praise on thicker if you wish.
Many trade routes have closed due to the storm terror incident. We can cope for now without fresh fruit and vegetables. But if the wine supply dries up,
Oh, is this the guy,
we're
the
all
drunkard?
doomed.
Is this the one that we get to do a
I
daily
cannot
and we
imagine a
need to
world
check up on
without
him?
wine.
One of the sisters from the cathedral asks us to check up on him to make sure he's not drinking.
I hope they get the trade routes back up and running soon.
Okay, now, Grace, what are you doing here? Imagine seeing a sister not a cathedral.
So
They actually
Storm
never
Terror's
just
true
walk
identity is
around.
Dvalin, one of the 4 winds. We never should have forgotten his past sacrifice for Mondstadt.
Oh, so Jean reminded them. Of course she would.
Every cloud has a silver lining. We're fortunate that our relationship with the Dragon of the East didn't sour past the point of no return.
Actually, I wonder where Dvalin is right now.
For that, we have you to thank. And Jean for her unfailing devotion.
Like, as you progress through the game, because we just saw him flying around. I don't think he's one of the 4 winds anymore. I don't think he got reinstated, but we did see him flying around. And in the Windbloom, Sinu went to visit him, and he was supposedly okay with it. So I wonder if the people of Mondstadt just see him flying around randomly. It would be really cool if it was like a random encounter. You know how you can find some characters during dailies? Like you can find
As
Zhao
long
in
as we
Liwan.
have the Knights of Favonius,
Imagine
peace
just
and
loading
freedom
into
will
Mondstadt
prevail
and you
in
see the dragon
Mondstadt.
flying overhead. That would be really cool. Okay, miss. So, Sarah now. Oh, Kaya. Hi there.
Greetings. May I take your order?
Why so cold? I've always thought
There
that
he
we
goes with the
enjoy
cryo
quite
jokes.
the intimate friendship.
Oh, hey. I didn't see you there. Ah, the handsome Kaya. I'm sorry, you just call him handsome to his face.
Ah, so you do feel something for me. And people say my charm is fake.
Like your attitude.
To bask in the presence of Mondstadt's new big hero is quite the morale boost.
Look at the guy.
And that's coming from a knight.
He's collecting the coins that people tossed in the fountain and looking around. Like, yeah, you think you being inside of the fountain is not going to arouse suspicion?
Sweet-talking, sugar-coated Captain Kaya.
Nonsense. I speak from the heart.
Lies. What are you doing here? What are you plotting this time? Straight to the point, dang.
Me? Nothing. On the contrary, I'm trying to work out what others are plotting. That's why I'm here. Somewhere quiet, where I can collect my thoughts.
So what you thinking about then?
The Abyss Order.
Oh, are you now? Are you now? What's your real relationship with the Abyss Order?
A
Do tell
dragon
us,
wreaks
sir.
havoc in Mondstadt, and the acting Grand Master leaves the city to combat the threat. If you were the Abyss Order, would you squander this golden opportunity by sending in nothing more than a few hilly churls?
I didn't read that and I didn't hear that. Oh god, sorry. There I go with my trigger finger. You are right, it doesn't add up. There must be more to this story.
To get to the bottom of it, I decided to wait. So I waited and watched for their next move.
That's suspicious as hell, though. I know it says it has nothing to do with the Abyss Order, and I want to trust Kaya, I really do, but that's so suspicious.
Then came the day you made all hell break loose in Storm Terror's lair. Just as the hilly churl's cries sounded from the city gates. That same day, I saw shadowy figures lurking in the city itself.
So you conveniently stayed behind, even though you have a large intelligence network and you probably knew something was up, and you just stayed here, and you just happened to see something that nobody else saw while the Abyss Order was attacking, and you didn't help out?
Inside the city?
Well, all the other knights were outside, fighting the enemy.
Again, why were you
As
here?
you can imagine, that left the inside of the city completely unguarded. Except for me, of course. And so I
Why would
approached
you
the
think
Abyss
they
Order
would break through the
infiltrators for a
barricades
bit
in the
of,
first place?
let's call it fraternizing.
Fraternizing with the enemy. Sure.
Through various means, I managed to gather some rather interesting intel. The situation is this. The Abyss Order. They are united under a single leader.
I mean, kinda too. There's the princess in this case, and whoever is actually in charge right now.
The Abyss Order has a leader?
Why are you smiling, Heater? It's like, oh yeah, why not? It doesn't even know it's his
Yes.
sister yet.
And it was this very leader who devised the plot to turn Dvalin into a weapon of war.
What exactly did you have to do to find this out?
Let's just say I'm blessed with certain linguistic powers.
AKA a silver tongue, but again, I don't
There's
trust
more.
him, bro.
The Abyss Order has a name for this leader. They call her the Princess.
There we go.
Now, I'm sorry to cut this intelligence briefing short, but I do believe I spy Amber heading this way.
I bet he already knows the Animal Arcan's Venti. I bet he knows. Like, this guy knows way too much. He's like Venti in a way, you know? Venti knows a lot and just keeps his cards close to his chest. Guys like that. You know who also may know who Venti is? Mona. Because Mona has a voice line where she's crying. And I think it's a traveler that asks her to scry Venti's future. And the wind just picks up and starts stripping her naked for some reason. And and Moni's like, okay, I get it. Sorry, I'll stop. So the fact that she's telling the wind that she'll stop, and she knows that doing so will appease the wind, kind of, to me, it sounds like she knows that Venti is the Animal Arcan, so by scrying him, he got mad or wanted to hide his plans or his future and just hit her with wind. So she knows who he is, maybe.
I think she's still angry with me for my absence from the defense effort during the attack. I'd better slip away before she notices me.
I mean, yeah, she's right in being angry. Sorry. I really have a little bit of brain
One
fog
minute
today. I
I
don't
see
know
Kaya,
why.
the next he slipped away. Clear sign of a guilty conscience.
I agree. He does a lot behind the scenes. He does. I just don't know if those are good things. I know, what a scoundrel. Why not?
I agree. He sets a terrible example for someone who's cavalry captain.
I mean, there's no cavalry though.
But let's forget about him. I worked super
What
hard
is he
today,
even
and
meant
my
to
tummy's
do?
rumbling. Let's order. Hi, Sarah. 1 sticky honey roast, please.
Can we just sit down? I guess. Oh, what? There we go. No! I swear to God, why is the radius of interaction on this notice board so big? Okay, share, please. There we go. There we go.
So, now the storm terror threat is behind us. What are your plans for the next step?
Paimon thinks it's time to leave Mondstadt and keep looking through the 7 nations until we find clues about his sister.
Liyue, here we go. We are going to see Xiao, we are going to see Zhao. I love them.
really?
I love them both so much.
Oh, well, I guess this is goodbye for now.
Oh, why are you looking straight ahead and not to the traveler? Hello? I will miss Mondstadt. I will miss my Favonian family. Oh.
Hey, don't feel down. You'll always be a friend of the Knights of Avonius and our honorary knight. Wherever you may go and wherever the wind may blow.
Let the wind lead. Spoken like a true person of Mondstadt.
That's the spirit. Remember, Mondstadt will always welcome you. All right, now let's eat before it gets cold.
You know what? That would actually be the biggest betrayal. You enjoy a relaxing mealtime. Imagine that Mondstadt somehow turns on you at the end of the story.
That was good. Note to Paimon, Amber's recommendations are worth the wait.
Of course. Well, I don't trust myself in the kitchen. You can always trust me with the menu.
I mean, you are still better than Raiden. So you're good in my books.
To mention. Jean's waiting for you at the cathedral. It's something to do with the Holy Lyre de Himmel.
Oh, no.
You'd better head there now.
Oh, you're going to meet Signora! I completely forgot about that. She's going to kick down Venti. I had completely forgotten about that. Like my brain is like, oh yeah, we are going to talk with Venti by Vanessa's tree by the end of it all, and it's going to give us some new info. And I completely forgot why he was there in the first place. He was healing because he got attacked by Signora. She leaves. She leaves. We are going to see the hot, the hot main that never was. Signora Mains did not age well. It aged like milk. I'm still mad over the treatment she got. What's worse is a lot of people don't even know her real backstory because it's just hidden in artifact sets and all that. So it doesn't hit as hard as it should have. Alright, let's get chastised by Barbara. Oh, my back just popped. Maybe the Abyss was trying to make that mechanical god using Oziel and filled Tiller so it could serve as a body for the sinner. Huh. Huh. I see. I mean, they do have the upside down statue. They could be trying to summon him and then give him a body.
This isn't a conversation.
That's actually so good. That's a really good idea. You could say she was well done. You are going to jail for that one. I think she was past well done, okay? It was more like congratulations by that point. She was ashes.
This is Barbara, the deaconess of the church. She is here to retrieve the Holy Lyre de Himmel.
And your sister, you're not even going to introduce her as such?
May the animal
So cold.
Archon protect you. I'm not really in a position to speak compared to our acting Grand Master.
Why does she sound like that? She's so soft-spoken in this part of the quest. She doesn't usually sound like that.
But I still want to thank you all on behalf of all of Mondstadt for your assistance.
Bro, are you good? Did you sleep at all tonight? Do you need something for your throat? Do you have a sore
Fortunately,
throat?
everything was resolved peacefully. I can't imagine how an all-out war between the military and the dragon would have ended.
Why do you sound stoned? Are you okay,
Now the Fatui
Barbara?
have no choice but to keep their mouths shut. They must be annoyed that things didn't turn out as planned for them. This time, they even lost their best excuse to pressure the Knights of Favonius.
Oh yeah, they aren't going to take
Diplomatically
more children.
speaking, they gained nothing, and on the contrary, simply proved just how vexatious they can be.
Yeah, they revoiced her, but this doesn't sound like her old voice, because her old voice was kind of like a rock singer. She was raspier and lower. I don't think she sounds like that in here. I think they just went with a different direction, but already with a new voice actor. I don't even know if they changed the voice actor, or if they just told her to do something different, because I think the voice actor, the current one, is also Xinian's voice actor, so she has a lot of range. And I think it's more like Lisa, where they just completely scrapped the idea that they had going, and Lisa has this voice line. I think it's during combat, where she just sounds completely different, because it was her old voice. Still the same actress, just different directions.
Sounds like quite the story. So, did you bring the Holy Lyre with you?
About that.
We cannot ask you to keep defending the lyre forever. The Seneschal has been pressing me for a while now.
We, did bring it with us. It's just... it's a little...
Renovated. It's got a new look to it. It's great. Change is good.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not here to collect rent. The church has always received special funding.
Made more soft-spoken for some reason. Yeah, they did change directions with a lot of characters. Why Barbara and Jean are so private about their relationship? Yeah, maybe it's about rumors. I don't know exactly. I don't even know if they are full sisters or half sisters. I've kind of seen people say both of those things, and I've never really dug into it. It's just weird, because Barbara, in her idol voice line, she's always like, when will I be as tall as my big sister? So she's like always thinking about Jean, and Jean cares for her. So why exactly are they so cold to each other when they are out in public? It's weird. Oh yeah, Mina, kamatane! She just screams it, but that one is fan-made. That one wasn't the real one. I don't think the JP voice changed. I think it was just the Yen one. But I love that. I would love if Barbara was that aggressive. Imagine she's like, you are going to smile, and you are going to be happy. But she's just holding you at gunpoint. Uh-oh. Oops. That Neko face.
The Holy Lyre! Lord Barbados! Even if I atone for these sins for the rest of my life...
Nah, bro, your shield. He broke it himself.
Oh, give it here.
And again, you aren't going to question it. Like, Barbara says this, and she's like, yep, totally normal. Normal person.
Huh? Let Paimon see!
No. I don't know how you managed to fix it, but you'll never touch the lyre again.
She just storms off.
We, really should get going. That trick I used to repair the Holy Lyre. I mean, the magic I used isn't going to hold forever, you know.
You trickster.
Tone deaf, Barb! Hey, don't go!
Gilb, hi! Welcome! Thank you for joining. How are you doing today? I love Venti. This is why I love him. He could be lying to our faces, which he most certainly is, but it's just lovable. It's just a lovable Archon. Uh-oh. Ooh, there we go. Oh. Imagine getting taken out by 2 pyro agents, though. The Traveler really has come a long way. No, Paimon! She's a popsicle now.
At last, Mondstadt's rodent ruler in the flesh. Scurrying through the streets looking for leftovers? Mondstadt calls this a god?
Resident rodent beats invasive vermin.
Don't you dare speak back to me, insolent bard.
Yeah, that's a dummy mummy right there.
Absentee Archon of Mondstadt.
Look at what it took from us.
How impotent you've become.
That smirk you wear looks out of place. Did you steal it from your master's face?
Ooh, burn! Not even your eyes is going to do anything about that one.
Have held your tongue.
It's so tiny.
So, this is a gnosis. Wouldn't be caught dead wearing this ugly thing in public.
Beauty is a waste when the beholder has no taste.
Ooh, there he goes. Do you need some aloe vera for that, Senora? It helps. Oh, and it speaks. It's not mute after all.
Well, we have what we came here for. Come, before our dear Favonian friends arrive.
Oh,
leave
Senora,
nothing
you are
for them
going
to
to
find.
regret that. You are not going to live to regret that, but we are going to regret that. Jean? Oh my god, you are right. Where is Jean? She did leave the cathedral with us.
Honorary Knight, you're awake.
What? I don't know if he just turned back around while we were leaving to go check on Barbara because they are sisters and he wanted to keep it hidden. But it makes no sense because she was like, oh no, the magic is going to wear off, let me run away. And then Barbara came to check on us and Jean didn't. Where did she go? Oh my god, that's such a big gap. Was that a mistake? There is no way. Huh. I never noticed that. Venti, is he alright? What planet are we on? Another one. I was so surprised during the Carry Bear quest, like, oh my god, it's planets, they are not jumping between dimensions, but they mentioned planets all the way back in the beginning of the game. See, this is why it's important to replay it, because a lot is just reframed. This is, wow, okay. Your electricity is down? Oh no, I'm sorry. I hope it comes back on quickly. We haven't had problems with electricity in a while though, over here. It's interesting. We used to have a lot more. It just stopped. This jogging scene, I would say it was quite the freezing scene. Sorry, I'm going to jail as well for that one. Wait, no choking. I thought she did. Oh wait, choking! Oh, I read that wrong. I mean, she did choke him. It's just, you know, you never know what Venti is into. She choked and kicked him. The harbinger of plot holes. Dang, they really are. Jean, what are you up to?
Nonsense, Miss Barbara.
Oh my god, is Jean Signora? Is she a clone of Signora? Is that why she's still alive and only one version of her died? Is that why she disappeared and Signora appeared?
Okay. Well, basically,
there's literally no explanation for that.
Outside the cathedral unconscious and used my elemental powers to heal you.
It was just really a plot hole? I've never seen anyone bring this up. I think people just get so caught up by the fact that there's an harbinger just there and that Venti is getting beaten down that they just don't notice. Oh my god.
Paimon thinks you could still use a final splash of ice-cold water to the face.
Hey! What did I do to you?
That bard awakened first, but strangely, my healing powers had almost no effect on him. This is the first time I've encountered such a patient. But he just said, it's completely normal, and then got up and left the cathedral.
I mean, I think it's because he's mostly made up of elemental energy. If he was a wind spirit, then he was likely an elemental creature.
He left? Already?
And he might have retained that constitution.
The symbol of Mondstadt's hero. That's what he said. I wanted to stop him, but Jean, I mean...
Oh, there we go.
Master
She slipped up.
Said to let him leave. How strange.
I think I understand. I think Jean understands. Okay, so Jean was here. Jean came out of the cathedral with Barbara, which means she might have gone back for her sister when we left. Which again, doesn't make a lot of sense. I think they were like, oh no, we got one person too many. We don't really want witnesses because Jean would interfere. Jean would have fought and she might have called for the other knights. So the writers were like, no, let's just make her lag behind. Why not?
Paimon remembers Venti healing under that tree before. It's probably due to the connection between Windrise and the Animal Archon. Master Jean has figured it out as well, but we can't tell Barbara.
I just wonder why there are so many trees. You know what I've been thinking? Tevat as a whole is kind of like a brain. It's one big brain. Because if you think of Erminsul is like the memory center. There's not really a memory center in the brain. The brain is weird, it's really complex. There's a lot of different parts that are assigned to a function, but they work together to do things that are not really just ruled over by one part of your brain. And your brain is also plastic, so it can adapt and do stuff that with certain parts of the brain that it wouldn't usually be used for that. But still, just think about Erminsul as like the memory storage of the brain. And then you got like the trees and domains and the withered trees and everything, and they are kind of like your brain cells that are spread across the body that they've had, or just the brain itself. It's weird. It's so weird. There's so much symbolism around the trees. Let me just light this one up. I can't finish the puzzle yet, but
The wind amongst the branches is good. I love the way it smells. I said the exact same thing last time. Why do I only say these things when I'm down on my luck?
oh, and by the way, where is Vanessa? Like, she's a god. She's supposedly still protecting Mondstadt. She's in Celestia. We haven't seen anything about her since the beginning of the game. We only saw it in the manga. So why does it know this?
So you noticed.
I mean, I think anyone would have noticed someone removing a chest piece from your chest, but okay.
This isn't something I'm meant to discuss with ordinary people. But I suppose I can let you in on the secret.
Who are you calling ordinary? Erminsul equals brain, Archon's trees equals ganglia. Ooh, that's good. That's good.
As you know, visions are external magical foci that only a small minority of people possess. They use these visions to channel elemental power.
And you know what? There's actually a tree for each Archon, now that I think about it. There's this one here in Mondstadt for Venti. Then in Liyue, there's that one big tree next to Ajdaha, like the entrance to the domain. And we also go to that tree during Ganyu's story quest. And then in Inazuma, there's a sacred sakura tree. And then then in Sumeru, there's that big tree where the academia is built, and there's Erminsul itself, which Nahida is directly linked to. So that's interesting. That's interesting. And brains are often described as trees. Like, the plasticity is described as a tree. It grows new branches. There's new neural pathways when you start instilling new habits. There could be something in there. I think that could be a good analogy, actually.
In truth, every wielder of a vision is one who can attain godhood and ascend to Celestia. We call such people allogenes.
There we go. One of the biggest early lore drops that we got.
Allogenes? Paimon's never heard of them before.
Blue crystals, yeah, it has. I don't think any of the other trees have those, though. It kind of reminds me of the frost-bearing tree in Dragonspine, but those are red. I know there's another one with blue crystals, I think. I can kind of see it in my mind, but I'm not being able to locate it. Where is that one? Am I seeing things? I don't think so. I just think there's one more.
That's because this is a secret that only Archons are privy to. We don't need primitive tools like visions.
Primitive? Damn. Yeah, I don't think people really talk about the connections with the trees, but it's interesting because there really is one in literally every nation, at least so far. Which is, like, it can't be a coincidence, you know?
Instead, each Archon has an internal magical focus that resonates directly with Celestia itself, known as a gnosis.
What about the thing hanging off your hip? It's for decoration and for disguise.
It's just a glowing glass ball I carry around to avoid suspicion.
Oh yeah, it's a sacred sakura tree, you're right. It's related and also a small tree in the chasm. Oh, I have never noticed that one. But you know what? There was a civilization in the chasm. So is there like one big tree per civilization? But again, the chasm is still in Liyue. And I do think that big one with the yellow leaves is probably the main one. It's weird Vanessa's so absent from the main storyline. Yes. Yes, she's supposed to be one of the four winds. The crystal fly is teasing me. I swear to God. It's weird because we got the Dvalin that basically disbanded, is no longer one of the four winds. We got Vanessa that is nowhere to be seen. And then there's the Dandelion Knight and the acting Grandmaster. Not the acting, the Grandmaster. Vark is also gone. The Dandelion Knight, which is Jean, is the only one that's still around. It's weird that the winds are all scattered around. And even Vent is like, oh, do you want to be one of the four winds? Like, the position is just up for grabs because nobody wants it. I feel cheated, but I guess I'm used to that by now.
So who was that nasty woman who sent Paimon flying and stole your Gnosis?
She's Ashes. She's the Ashes that never were
Her
for
name
the
is Signora,
Signoramies.
number 8 of the Harbingers. She and the rest of the Harbingers have been given godlike executive authority by the Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya, and with it, strength surpassing that of other mortals.
The Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya? Isn't that...
Indeed. She is one of the 7. The Tsaritsa who reigns from her winter palace, and the one person that the Fatui Harbingers all answer to.
Why did you not want to pronounce Zapolyarny, which I'm sure I pronounced wrong, but still, Winter Palace. Is that what it means? Does Zapolyarny mean winter?
The 7 don't always get along well, but still.
I mean, she doesn't get
never
along
thought
with
that she
you
would plot to steal
specifically.
another
I don't know what you
Archon's
did, but
gnosis.
she doesn't like you. What sort of god is it, Tsaritsa?
How should I put this? 500 years ago, I knew her well. But I can't say the same is true now.
So if you knew her well, I'd expect her to have become the Archon of Snezhnaya prior to the Cataclysm, and not as a result of the death of the OG one during the Cataclysm, right? Like, I guess it's possible that they would know each other without her being an Archon, but still, it's weird. And, yeah, if you think about it, there was really no other big war between the Archon War and the Cataclysm, so how would the other Archons just die out for apparently no reason?
You see, a certain catastrophe
North Pole
happened
Polar.
500 years ago.
Okay, makes
And
sense.
after
Is she
that,
Santa?
She cut off all ties with me.
Is that it? Is it Tsaritsa Santa? She lives in the North Pole? It makes sense though. It makes a lot of sense. Not that she's Santa, that Valus would be named Polar or North Pole. Beyond North Pole, so even farther north. Like really bitter cold. Yeah, we did see the entire palace be frozen over, assuming that was the palace that was being represented during the Harbinger's TV. You see, after a certain catastrophe happened 500 years ago, and after that she cut off all ties with me. Certain catastrophe, okay.
But we can save discussion of the
So they did know
Cryo-Archon
them
and the Fatui
each other
for
before
another
the
day.
Cataclysm.
If you seek the rest of the 7, many difficulties lie ahead of you still.
Actually, let me just take down a note, because I'm trying to build the timeline for a specific script that I've been rewriting. Tsaritsa... Wait. I misspelled that. Tsaritsa... Let me just play that
You
while
should
I'm
head
writing.
for Mondstadt's neighboring nation of Liyue. The Geo-Archon who reigns there, unlike me, administrates his entire region personally.
The timing... That is like milk, my bro. The timing isn't quite right.
He only descends once every year to give his divine predictions, which set the direction for Liyue for the rest of that year.
Yeah, the direction right now is absolute chaos.
Even so, it sounds like he works much harder than a certain someone.
Which again isn't saying much, Paimon.
In any case, this year's Rite of Dissension is soon to begin. If you miss it, you'll just have to wait another year.
What? Oh, why didn't you tell us before? Well, then bye. We're going.
No. We got questions still. Hold on.
One moment, Windborn Outlander.
You mean me? Sorry for borrowing the statue's power without asking. I don't think Venti has any authority over that, you know? But okay.
Just use it gratefully. Or, better yet, treat me to a glass of dandelion wine.
No, no thank you. Zhongli would kill me.
Traveler, as you set off on your journey once again, you must remember that the journey itself has meaning.
The friends we made along the way. Isn't that right, Windbloom?
The birds of Tevat, the songs in the cities, the Tsaritsa, her Fatui and the monsters, they are all part of your journey.
Wait, I'm just taking down the note. Okay, I'm done.
The destination is not everything. So before you reach the end, keep your eyes open. Use the chance to take in the world around you.
Lindy, what? Are you being sentimental? You talked about birds, and again, do you remember the book that Amber gave us when she meant to give us the instruction manual for the gliding device thingy? That book, she gave us a storybook by accident, and it talked about birds and how they learn to fly by simply being brave. And we know that the children's books can contain a lot of real information that has been erased from Irminsul, and I wonder if there's a lot of meaning right there. And remember, I don't know if you watched the video, but my Carrie Bear analysis video, I basically said that maybe every human has a lot of latent potential that they just have to awaken. And I wonder if the birds could be an analogy for that. Because they learned to fly and they didn't need the wind for that. They just needed to believe themselves and be brave enough to try. And I wonder if that's how the story ties into the real story. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into that, but that's something that just popped into my mind when he talked about birds.
Great. So, that's that for the Animo Archon's admonishments.
The meme strikes again. I'm a little mad about that still. Like, I did not see that coming. I know that the devs know a lot about memes because if you read the name of the achievements, there's a lot of memes in there. But still, the friends we made along the way. Are you serious?
If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb.
Yeah, a reference to not needing the vision to master the elements. That's one interpretation, because they talk about needing the wind, and then the wings would be like the vision, and they still have wings, you know? I don't know, it could be. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, you know? Especially because Carrie Bear does kind of point you out in that direction. But again, I could just be misinterpreting it from the beginning and just making connections where there are none. If you stretch enough, you can connect pretty much anything in this game, because a lot of it is so vague and so open-ended that you can just take your own conclusions from there and run with it. About Dvalin.
Up till the end, Dvalin remembered his duty as one of the four winds. As such, I don't intend to forcibly strip him of that duty and force my ideals of freedom onto him. I just hope that Dvalin will be able to choose for himself and understand what freedom is.
See, he's a good friend.
Before I became an Archon, I too was taught the meaning of freedom in this way by a friend.
Oh no, the nameless bard. I wanted to know more about him. I wonder if someday we'll actually put a name to his face.
If you want to chat, now's the time.
About the Abyss Order.
Kaya shared some new intelligence, you say?
Oh, there we go. Name drop Kaya. Yes, please.
Oh,
Throw him under the bus. We need to know more about it.
The Abyss Order has a princess who orchestrated the plan to corrupt Dvalin? They were probably trying to turn Dvalin into a weapon of war for the Abyss. But that said, I have never heard of any such princess of the Abyss Order.
Which is interesting, because we know that they spend some time in the Abyss, and time in the Abyss flows differently, but it's also not accessible easily from Tevat. So it could be that they were just in the shadows. Like Lumine could have been keeping to herself, and that's why people didn't know that she was around, or that there was a princess of the Abyss Order to begin with. But we also know that Clothar formed the Abyss Order an undisclosed amount of centuries ago, and then went mad or disappeared like 100 years later. And so, I don't know if the Traveler was aligned with him from the get-go, or if they took over after, not the Traveler, the Beast Ceiling, or if they took over after he disappeared and we know he died, supposedly. So I'd expect them to have been around for a little while. Definitely not they didn't wake up when the traveler woke up. We know that for sure. They were awake for centuries. They traveled around Tivat with Dane. They joined the Abyss Order. They made plans. They got to be a high-ranking entity within the Abyss. So they were around for a very long time. I just don't know how long, because it's weird. It's mentioned that the Abyss Order became much more active recently. And I don't know if that's because they are like, oh yeah, let's enact our plans now, or if they were staying in the shadows before. I don't know. It's so weird. The timeline is so jumbled. It just makes me crazy. Not an Abyss Order tradition then. I mean, they aren't exactly a nation. So this is a recent development. It is.
I think so too.
Maybe not.
Apparently.
They just don't know. I don't
But
know.
how does a princess come out of nowhere and take command over the entire Abyss Order?
Good question. Apparently she was a princess even of Kandria.
If you want to chat, now's the time.
About Senora.
That Fatui lady didn't hang around, did she? She just grabbed your gnosis and left?
Yeah, we're going to meet her in Liyue.
She wanted to avoid any eyewitnesses from the Knights of Favonius.
And Jean was conveniently not present.
The slightest slip up here would have destroyed the Fatui's diplomatic relations with the Knights.
So they're just gonna keep acting like Mondstadt's allies as if nothing happened?
Yeah, what's new? They were literally taking children to get experimented on, and they were supposedly still allies.
If only the 7 nations had banded together against the Abyss Order in the first place. The Fatui possess the strongest military among the 7 nations, yet they've used it to steal the Holy Lyre, covet the power of gods, and use Dvalin as a bargaining chip against the Knights.
Speaking of the lyre, didn't Diluc say something like this before? He said that the Fatui could only run amok across the 7 nations and threaten the Knights because of the Harbingers.
Yeah, supposedly the top 3 are as powerful as gods, which is a scary thought.
Yes.
Especially
As I
because
said
Zoltore
earlier,
is one of them.
The Cryo-Archon has given them authority and strength beyond that of other mortals. The Tsaritsa... I haven't seen her in 500 years. What is she thinking? What's her plan?
What if it's not a Tsaritsa? What if it's just Piero? What if the Tsaritsa is a puppet? Kind of like what happened with Raiden and the Raiden Shogun. And we do know that Sandrone makes mechanical beings and puppets, and we know that Catherine is a puppet, originally from Snezhnaya, and she's really complex, very lifelike. So what if she was created by Sandrone, and Sandrone has made a copy of the Tsaritsa, and the Tsaritsa herself is sealed? Because it makes no sense, okay? She's a goddess of love.
Whatever the
She
answer
toughened
is,
up.
I have a
Okay, I
feeling
can
it's
see
only
that.
going to make your search for the 7 all the more difficult.
But if you look at the chessboard, we do see Cryo moving the white knight that took out Signora's pawn. And some people have been saying, oh, so it's the Tsaritsa playing against Piero. But why would she play against Piero if they were on the same side? That, and either she would have collected all the noses for herself, and that wasn't the case, because back then they still only had the Animo and Geonoses on the board. That was before Sumero, so now they have Electro and Dendro, but they only had those 2. So if they were working for the Tsaritsa and collecting the noses for the Tsaritsa would either have taken all of those, or she would have entrusted her own noses to them while they are collecting that. You know? Yeah, she's the Archon of Love, and Child says that she's this cold right now because she saw that there was no love to be had. There, people were suffering. She gave them tough love to help them. But still, it makes no sense. I do think Piero might actually be in charge of the entire thing, and she might be locked. They're still at Tsaritsa, but she might be a puppet under their control, you know? Like, Child believed in her, but Child is also kept out of the loop in a lot of things, and I don't know how often he sees her. He says he saw her when she gave him his illusion. I just think it's really weird. Like, why would you keep the noses separated like that? The same-ish card of Nahida plus Rider Puppet, but perhaps another conflict and redemption arc. I mean, I don't know. I just don't know. It's just a theory, just highly theoretical. Just I don't know, but it's weird. It's just weird. Sorry, I'm trying to gather my thoughts. Like Piero is from Kandria. Piero supposedly has some objectives that are kind of aligned with the Abyss Order, but is fighting against them, or not necessarily against them, just is they are not on the same page. And I keep getting stuck on the fact that it's just playing with the noses, and there's no cryo noses, and it didn't give them back to the Tsaritsa, and the fact that most of the Harbingers aren't even Snezhnayan, and they have so much authority. Like, they just do their own thing. They don't really report back to the Tsaritsa. It feels weird that the god of a nation would create this elite force to do our bidding and then not monitor them from up close, you know? It's weird. It's weird.
If you want to chat, now's the time.
About
a hard
these.
stay's not always in a single climb. As I said before, vision wielders are known as allogenes and may ascend to Celestia. A gnosis is a higher order nexus of elemental manipulation and is emblematic of an Archon's status as one of the seven.
But it doesn't necessarily make you an Archon. Like, you lose it, you're still the Archon.
But as for which of the seven took your sister, I'm sorry, I don't know.
Does the Traveler still believe that it was one of the seven? At this point in time, seriously. Like, they know they have been told it's the heavenly principles that took them. So I think they are just continuing to go nation by nation and talking to the gods because they might know something and because their twin told them to do so, and not because they actually think they are going to find the god who took the sister.
Wait. As one of the seven, I'm not clear of suspicion yet either, am I?
You don't look like that god at all. We have known you long enough to trust you. Trusting is a strong word. Let's not use that one.
Hang on a hot second. Tonda...
How would you like to become one of the new Four Winds?
Are we back? OBS decided to disconnect right now. Like, we are almost done. Just wait a second, bro. We are almost there. But when they are mourning Rosalind, they are referencing continuing for the sake of her majesty, Tsaritsa, if I recall correctly. Yeah, but here's the thing. They do. But I kinda don't think most Harbingers would know that she isn't real. Like, I don't think Signora, Charles for sure would know that she isn't real. I think the main three might know because they are the most powerful. And Sandrone might have been required to make the puppet, so she might also be in on the secret. But I think Piero might be gaslighting pretty much everyone. And this is just a pet theory of sorts that I've been playing around with. Not necessarily anything precise. I don't really have any facts to defend any of this. But Piero could just be lying to everyone and doing his thing, and his underlings have no idea. It's a possibility.
You don't
Perhaps.
seem too into it. Hey, Tonda Bard! If being one of the Four Winds means free food...
Oh yeah, you invited us to be one of the Four Winds. I didn't read that. I wonder what that would do to the Traveler, actually.
A bard stays not always in a single climb.
Oh, we are done. There's
Well
nothing
then,
else.
Best be off to Lille. If the dissension ritual you failed to tally, then another year you must dally.
And we are done. Oh my god. We are done. We are finally done. Dice, cats, and cards? What? We are finally done with the Mondstadt quest. How much do we need to rank up before we continue on to Liyue? What ER? 23! No! Oh, that's going to take a while. I can't be lazy. I need to do my dailies like every single day. We got a constellation for the Traveler. They aren't even synced with Anima right now. It's fine. We don't really use them anyway. I'm gonna have to actually do my dailies every single day. Because I'm not going to be streaming Claymores only next week. I'll only be streaming once for while we pull Shenhe. Because again, I will be stalking a professor. It's an intervention. If he doesn't come to us, we will go to him. So yeah, I'll try to level up as fast as I can so that we can continue on to Liyue, because I'm really excited to Liyue. Mondstadt is nostalgic. Mondstadt has a lot of secrets, and again, we can reframe a lot of stuff just by playing it again. But Liyue is where things start to really pick up, I feel like. Or maybe I just really want to see Charles and Joe again. I don't know. But yeah, Let me just collect. Oh, we got a Barbara. A Barbara that we cannot use. Can we ascend you though? Can we ascend you and get a free Acquaint Fate? That would be nice. That would be nice. What are you? What? Why are you all the way up here? You are level 1. Is everyone else level 1? They aren't. Why are you so far up?
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
No. Can we buy them from the souvenir shop? Okay. Let me just see if we can do that. And then if we can do it, we'll pull that one and we'll call it a day. Marjorie, where are you? I don't know how far into our PT we are on the standard banner, but I would appreciate an early 5-star. I'm tired of having like 2 people on my team. And speaking of that, get out, Barbara. We don't need you here. Oh, that's why she's so far up. Never mind. She got automatically placed on our team. Marjorie, do we have hydro crystals? Oh, sorry about that. Hydro. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Barbara, give me your Acquaint Fate. Give it to me. Again, you are still very far up. What? Why? Why are you here?
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
Your big sister whom you refuse to acknowledge in public. Oh, nope, not that. Gimme. There we go. Can we get some streamer luck and have a super early 5-star? Please. We need someone to help carry us. No, that's blue. I love blue, but not in my single pulls. No, thank you. No, I'm not saying I love myself, by the way. I'm saying I love the color. I don't love myself. We have problems that need to be dealt with. Okay, no, never mind. This is just about the event. We, if I do that, that will be off stream because we already played through that. That might be a good way to level up, though. 23 is a long way away. Anyway, that is all for today. We are officially done with Mondstadt. I thought that they would never come, but it's done. So thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed. Sorry if I am feeling very slow today, and that shows. But still, I will see you again next week when we pull for Shenhe and hopefully win the 50-50 because we are on a 50-50. And then I will also be publishing a video this week. Maybe on the weekend. I don't know if I can finish it today. But yeah, it's coming out for sure. And so yeah, I'll see you again soon. Again, thank you very much for joining. Have a great rest of your day or a great night. And bye!